All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's recipe of the week is being brought to you by Cracker Boy and Cracker Girl Seasoning. Mr. Britt Price is not in the house, but in his stead, we got three pretty ladies over here that are just willing to share their secrets about what?
Cracker Boy flour.
No, it's not.
It is too.
No, it's
what
not.
this is. Have you ever had this?
Yes.
Is it awesome?
It is awesome.
We
But
love
that's
Brent.
not what we're talking about tonight.
I know, but I just had to put a plug in for Brent. He's working. I think he's down in Florida somewhere at one of the trade shows.
If he's in Florida, he's not working.
Tonight, guys, I have my cousin Susan. Her mom and my mom were sisters, so we grew up together.
Can't you tell?
Yeah,
Look just
the
alike.
milkman was Hugh. All the rest of the cousins look like me. It's true?
Yeah, that's been told to me by you all of my life.
All your life. That's true.
So you really
Susan-
were adopted.
It had to be the milkman. I used to deliver back then. And this is her daughter, Olivia.
Hi.
Olivia and her mom want to tell you what they made. They made something very special. Olivia's an only child, and they do everything together, including cook together. And will y'all tell us what you did and what it is?
It's pork tenderloin with honey butter sauce, and Olivia was the chef on this this batch.
Yeah. It's good.
It really is, isn't it? Smells good.
On the website,
Yeah.
there's pictures, but what you went and you got a tenderloin, and then
You purchase a plain pork tenderloin, and it's really quite amazing that as few ingredients as it is, right?
Right. It's actually really easy. Like, really easy. Yeah.
Salt and pepper,
okay.
water, and butter and honey. And
Now, do
then
you marinate it or anything? Do you keep it in a sauce for
actually
2-3 hours?
no, you don't. You don't really want to alter the delicate the sauce from the honey and the butter. Olivia, you can tell them kind of how you start with it. Just
Well, you get it, and you put salt and pepper on it. You rotate it, and then you put salt and pepper on the other side, and then you put it in the skillet, and you cook it.
yeah.
Okay.
You melt. It's so simple because you melt butter
Right.
and honey in an oven-proof skillet.
our cousin Randy is a beekeeper in Mount Juliet,
That's
and
right.
it's his honey.
It is his
There
honey.
you go.
It is sort of liquid gold around our house.
Oh, yeah.
It is
the
ours too.
Randall,
It is.
Ours too.
the Randall honey. So
Well, I got
for
to
this
give
recipe,
kudos over there to Olivia because that's about the best looking cooked pork loin I've ever laid my eyes on.
Me too. It
That
is
is perfect.
presentation.
It's done around the edges. It got the pink inside. That's
You like it?
perfect.
Well, I
Thank
think
you.
Olivia, did you want to say anything to anybody, any family, or just say hi to all your family?
Hi, all my family.
And you go to, y'all just moved here from Knoxville.
Yeah, I used to go to Farragut, but now I go to TW Hunter.
In Hendersonville.
Yeah, in Hendersonville.
You
All
like it?
right.
Yeah.
So we give a
it's
big
really
shout
nice.
out to them. That's
And you
awesome.
can get
Go Bucks.
you can get our cousin's honey at
Right.
the Wilson County Fair.
Wilson County Fair.
He's there, and
This
he
week.
usually wins the blue ribbon for his honey every year. So I
he
can't
does.
wait.
We used the Randall honey in this
It's good.
recipe.
Is it
All right.
good?
Well, ladies, this recipe, along with many, many others, is on our website, southernwoodsandwaters.com. Click on the recipe
Ron's already
section.
put it on there.
I do want to, however, say that the flower arrangement
Oh,
tonight
yes.
is brought to you by Brown's Florist in
Thank you,
Hendersonville. Look at all the sunflowers. That's going to be real handy come September 1st.
Look at the vase.
Yeah, there's little bees on it.
Yeah, there's little bees, but these are real flowers.
David, can you and I hunt over there?
I have to talk to Bobby
We'll
Wilson.
have to talk to Bobby about that.
But now that vase is a mason jar. It's made in Tennessee. It's a mason jar, so it's reusable, and that's tree bark and moss wired on that. Is that not the
That's
coolest
wow.
thing?
It's
That's
really
neat.
pretty.
So that's really cute. And Christy Brown, they've been in business since 1960. Brown's Florist in Hendersonville, but they can send anywhere
Christy
in the world.
Hale?
Hale. I call it Brown.
That's right, Christy
But
Hale, and they do an awesome
Isn't that
job
pretty?
there. That is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
That's a neat thing.
It's really cool, the vase with how it's the mason jar.
I
and it
think I'm
has
going to
the
keep
bark.
it in my truck and
It is.
just hunt over it come September 1st. Well, I tell you what, girls, thank
You
you
can
so
have a
much.
bite in a few minutes.
We can
so
have a bite, okay.
Take a break after you
Take
get
a
your
break,
calls.
and then we'll do that. Okay. I want to, this time, Courtney, can we take these 2 phone calls? Let's take line 1 is Phyllis. Line 1, Phyllis, how can we help you tonight?
Hi, yeah, I was just going to share a small story about the mussels.
Okay.
High school. Me and my sister back in 1980-something, we sat down to a plate of mussels at a restaurant in Newburyport, Massachusetts. We had never ate mussels before. We've had steamed clams, but we thought we'd be brave and try the mussels.
Right.
But, well, they were all very large.
I'm telling you, they can be big.
Yeah.
Were they tasty?
Huh?
Were they tasty?
Well, this is the thing. My sister was so squeamish, she would not touch them, and she made me take the first bite. So I bit into this mussel, and I had this crunch in my mouth, and I spit out a pearl the size of a match head.
Oh, wow.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. So, do you eat mussel now?
I buy them frozen because I can't find a place here. I live in Madison, Tennessee now. And I buy the frozen ones. The other thing, they're good. They have garlic butter sauce on them.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, when we were kids in the 60s, we used to go to the Plum Island beach and run around, barefoot and pick periwinkles and snails and mussels right off the rocks. And this lady would boil them right in a pot of water and put them on a picnic table, and we would just pick out the periwinkle meat. They're like little tiny snails stuck to the rock.
Man, I tell you what. So you had a buffet.
That was a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Well, we sure appreciate it, Miss Phyllis, and thank you for sharing your story with us.
Wait a minute now. My mom stuffed the coal horse. Used to go on the back of my dad's station wagon, and we'd yell when we see the bubbles come up off the sand, and we would dig up coal pots, and she'd grind them up and put Ritz crackers and butter and paprika and bake them, and we'd eat those.
Oh, my stars. Well, y'all lived off the beach then.
Never heard of, can we eat these freshwater mussels here in the Tennessee River, Cumberland River?
Okay.
I wouldn't. I've heard tell, of course, the Native Americans a long time ago used to eat them, but I have yet to ever talk to anybody who's actually ate freshwater mussels. Back during the Civil War down around Shiloh, when the soldiers were down there starving, the river was shallow then, and there were shoals out there, and they went out there, and in their diaries that they wrote back home was they boiled them, they stewed them, they fried them, they did everything they could, and all they did was get sick.
Yeah.
So I've yet to talk to anybody who's ate the freshwater mussels. It's usually the saltwater.
And actually enjoyed it.
Yes, yeah. I haven't got brave enough to try one yet.
Let me know now, Dave. Let me know if we may make another show about that.
Yeah, that would be one.
All right, we have on line 2, John. John, how can we help you tonight?
Yes, sir. I'm a convicted felon. It's not an aggravated charge, and I was just wondering if I purchased a muzzleloader, will I be able to hunt with that?
I believe they'd have to check with their parole officer just to be sure.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
That's what I would do is check with my parole officer. But I believe that it is center fire and repeated fire is what you can't use, but you can use a smoke pole. I believe now, but please check with your parole officer and make sure that everything's fine. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you're right, and we appreciate those calls. And even though some people make mistakes,
Oh yeah,
you don't want to be fined for the rest of your life. Go ahead and get through it. We would love to have you back out in the woods and in the outdoors.
Yep.
God created it for us to enjoy, and that's the way we feel about it. But we enjoy it in a manner that protects it also.
Right.
That's what we got to do. That's what we have to do. These mussels, you say, David, are getting fewer and fewer. They're not as many as they used to be.
Oh, no.
We've had, the way your calculations, we have about 40 to 50 that are already extinct in Tennessee.
Correct. Yeah, there's no other group of animals in the whole world that is in more peril than freshwater mussels. It's not even close. They're just becoming extinct, probably one every year or two.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you this a real good question here in a minute. But first, Courtney's telling me I need to do my giveaway. And tonight, I'm giving away a pail of My Blend Deer Minerals mineral mix. Now, let me tell you something. You put this in the ground, make you a deer lick, or put it on a stump or something like that, someplace that you want them to travel. Find you really a good place where two trails may intersect. That's a great place to put this. I promise you, this is the stuff you want to use. I have on my hunting spot one that's about 18 or 20 inches deep, and it's about the size of a truck hood, and it's only 2 years old. Nice. So, yeah, one of your hunting spots too. One of our hunting spots too. Be the fifth caller here, 737-7767. We got a nice one right here. And also I want to say, please keep Randall Staggs with My Blend Deer Minerals in your prayers tonight and tomorrow. He's going through some heart problems. Let's make sure he hears our prayers and God heals him. All right, we'll be right back with more Southern Woods and Waters.